about it, guys. When you have your Toastmasters meeting, it's at the end of the day, most clubs. You've been working with Excel spreadsheets and with so many other things. Do you want to hear a stiff presentation at the end of the day? Something light, something that would make you laugh, but no less powerful. Nothing less that doesn't have the points that you need to hear. So we can also ensure that our speeches are more engaging, be more playful, have more games in our meetings. That will draw members that you would not imagine. It's so important. Now, if you're not moved by your story, who will? We had Toastmaster Bridget, I mentored her, and when she did her number 8 speech, I tell you, my friends, we had a fight. She cussed me. I cussed her back. Because it had to do with her son who had spinal bifida. And so he uses a wheelchair. And she was only cutting the surface. But I saw true genius in that speech. And I said to her, Bridget, go deeper. No, I'm going to cry. It's a bad name. Go deeper, go deeper. And she did. And she bawled. But that speech is still right now one of her favorite speeches. Again, when she delivered it for her number 8 speech, there was not a dry eye in the room. Because guys, you can't move your audience if you yourself are not moved. So I want you to go deeper. Go deeper. Find that thing which is really at the root of your emotion when you're presenting your speech. Even if it is your budget report at your company. Because the way how you deliver it will therefore ensure your other managers that they will know that there is really a need to be fiscally responsible in the execution of their duties. Let me give you a hint, and we alluded to it earlier, that if you are not, or rather if you have a difficulty remembering your speech when you write it, anyone that has that problem? Then it's not your speech. It's not your speech. It's not really what you're passionate about. Examples are not yours. It's like people, that speech on vocal variety, or those are gestures. They write a speech, and then they try to fit in the gesture. So they write a speech and then fit in the gesture. No, it doesn't work. Let's say you write about going fishing and with my children, and my wife had a problem with putting the worm on the hook when she did it, and the worm went sailing. I said, what do you have to do? But rather than trying to fit things in afterwards. And friends, from what you've shared, I just would like to indulge our time was verses, and I'll take people up this, but I'll take only 2. And just like people to share with me some of the things I do differently, having heard this presentation. If anyone has made a commitment to do anything differently, or guys, we've just had a nice time. Okay, and what would that mean for you? How would that play itself out? She said, be more vulnerable in doing her speeches.
I'm a private person, so it's different for me, so I can't help her there. I guess I
Well, you're going to take it on. Now, while we make that work, if there are any of your club members here, you could just speak to them and say, okay guys, this is something I want to work on. Would you be my coach, especially that person is not as private as you? Would you be my coach in helping me to make my next speech that I go over the threshold? Okay? If you want to take that on, that's where you're going to grow. It's not going to be easy, it's going to be painful, but that's where you're going to grow. And that my job here will be complete. I must tell you folks that I'm the chairman of the Jamaica Search and Rescue in Jamaica, which is the Civilian Coast Guard. And we do work also with the fishing villages. We had a situation where we went to one village, then went to another village. And it's just last week we found out that in going to one of the villages, and we presented to them an importance of wearing their life vest, one of the fishermen hurt. And then he went back and he started wearing his life vest. In February of this year, out at sea, the boat capsized. He had on his life vest, the other two didn't. The other two people drowned. He had on his life vest, and he was there for 4 hours before another boat managed to pick him up. So we are convinced that it was because of our intervention that he told us that it was because of our intervention why he started to wear the life vest, and his life was saved. And all of that has a direct result because it's myself and Joanna Prendergast and others who are the core of this organization, and we use our communication skills to communicate with others. So friends, I invite you to take that on. Anything that you've learned from this presentation, put it into action, because I want us to really live this. That I want you to know that even the undertaker will be sad.